ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace. ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace.
Bruchim habaim are ancient words of blessing. They're words of welcoming. We welcome all who are sitting in our sanctuary, the largest amount, I think, since last March, probably. And we welcome all those watching virtually from, I'm certain, places like Florida, I'm told France, Israel maybe even, all over the world. Through the beauty of technology, we invite you here to Congregation Micah. My name is Philip Rice. They actually call me Rabbi Flip. And I am joined by Miss Lisa Silver, our musical director, and by a certain young man, Mr. Gavin Thier, who sits on our bima to become a bar mitzvah. Now, Lisa and I have been working with Gavin for quite some time, and he is very skilled at this. You are in for a treat this morning. We, of course, love people who are here to participate to the best of their abilities, and we have books for you, and you can sing along and hum along and tap your toes. We're a musical place. You can watch as Mr. Gavin Thier leads us in the story in the prayers of the Jewish people. He will also chant from the Torah, the Bible, in its scroll-like form, and interpret a little bit about what it is that he has chanted. He is a delightful young man, and as I said, we're in for a very easy morning. We like to begin by inviting his parents forward. Erica and Brett are going to come forward and present him with a prayer shawl, with a tallis.
Gavin, your dad and I would like to present this tallis to you that came all the way from Israel, from your grandparents, and is waited for you. Very proud. Love you.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lehitatef b'tzitzit. We continue on page 74 with the singing of Ma Tovu.
Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhmah uvara vo nekavim nekavim, chalulim chalulim, galui ve'adua lifnei chisei chevodecha, she'im yapatech echad mechem, o yisatem echad mechem, yi efshar lehitkayem v'la'amod lefanecha, Baruch atah Adonai, rofeh chol basar umafli la'asot. We continue by thanking God for our souls on page 78.
Elohai, Elohai, neshama, shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai, Elohai, neshama, shenatata bi tehorahi. Ata barata, ata yetzarta, ata nefachta bi. Ata mishamra, mishamra b'kirbi. Elohai, Elohai, neshama, shenatata bi tehorahi, shenatata bi tehorahi.
Please join us as we chant, starting on page 80, thanking God for the miracles of everyday life. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lasech vivina, lechavin ben yom uven laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, rokach haaretz al chamayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, chamechim mitzadei gaver.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, chanotein laya'ef koach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hama avir shenai me'ina utnama me'afapai.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'esani b'tzelem Elohim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'esani ben chorin.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'esani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. We continue together on page 88. These are the things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. We continue singing Psalm 150 on page 100.
A 1, 2, 3.
Hallelujah, 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 Take it back.
Please rise and turn to page 106. Yikadal v'yit kadash shamei rabba
Amen.
ba'alma divarach hirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayachon uvomechon uvhaye dechol bet Yisrael bagala uvisman kariv v'yimaru amen Yehi shmei rabba mavorach le'olam u'omei omaya Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitroman, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithale, V'yithalal, Shamei Dekudesha, Barichu, Leila Minko Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechamata, Damiran Belma, V'yimaru, Amen.
La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai.
Please be seated. We continue on page 110. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvarei choshech, oseh shalom uvarei et hakol, hama'ir la'aretz, valadarim alecha barachamim, uvtuvo mechodesh bechol yom tamid, ma'aseh v'reshit, ma rabu me'asecha kulam bechokma asita, malah haaretz kinyanecha. Praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy, you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness, you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom, you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created, may they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer Hamorot. Please read with me on page 113. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said, and light-blinded we saw that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote, we reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us. As we climbed, fell back, and climbed again, your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai, chabocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malhuto, Leolam Va'ed. We continue chanting on top of page 116. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadavarim ha'elech asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha. Veshinantam levanecha v'dibartam ba'am b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvleftecha v'aderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotefot ben einecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. We continue responsively on page 121. The eternal truth is that you alone are God and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asks God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Shircha rasha shebechu geulim leshimcha safar hayam. Yachad kulam hodu v'imlechu ve'amru Adonai himloch leolam va'ed Adonai himloch leolam va'ed Tzur Yisrael kuma bezrat Yisrael ufigdechinu mecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael Go Aleinu Adonai Sevaot Shemo, Kadosh Yisrael, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ga Yisrael.
Please rise.
Adonai Tzifatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Kohonei HaKol, v'Zocher Chaster Advot v'Imahot, Umevii Geula Livnei v'Nehem, L'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atarav le'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chaim bechesed, Mechayei HaKol barachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofech holim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishene afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, ve'nemar atah lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Hazarei HaKol. Nikadesh Shimcha ba'olam, Kishem Shemakdashim Oto b'Shmei Marom, Kakatuv Yad Nivyecha, Shekara Ze El Ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Meloch ol haaretz kevodo. Adir harirenu Adonai Adonenu, ma'adir shemcha b'chol haaretz. Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu hu Malkeinu, Umashienu v'hu yashmienu, berachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai yichsion, l'dor v'dor, Hallelujah. L'dor v'dor nagid god lecha, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, בשפחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
So the story I like to tell sometimes at this point in the service has to do with the different kinds of Jewish people, because there's all kinds of, we know there's Orthodox and Conservative and Reform and Reconstructionist and Renewal and Hasidic, and there's always been different kinds of Jewish people. And here at Micah, we've always accepted everybody, all different kinds of tribes. At one point, there was a group called the Hasids, you may have heard of, and there was a group called the Litvaks. And the Hasids, they were very pious, and the Litvaks were very pious, but the Litvaks were very structured, and they would wake up every morning, and they would put on their prayer shawl, their talis, and they would go over by the window, and they would say all the prayers in the right order at the right time. And the Hasids, also well-intentioned, very pious, would put on their talis, and they would go with their prayer shawl, they'd go over to the window, and they'd start saying the prayers, but they would look out the window, and they would see the trees and the birds, and people walking by, and they would wave, and sometimes the right prayer at the right time wasn't always uttered. I said we accept everybody here. So Gavin has done a fabulous job in leading us in the order of the service. And for the next pages, 132 through 143, that's the structure of what we're supposed to say. And if you're feeling very Litvak, that's what you should read. If you are just at home or here and don't feel like looking at the book, we accept Hasids. You can just look out the window. We take a few moments of silence, prayers for our broken world, for our pandemic situation, which is hopefully getting better, and specifically prayers for Gavin and the Fear family. A little time of silence.
שים שלום, טובה וברכה, הן בחסד ברחמים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ברחמים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ברחמים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, על כל ישראל עמך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ברחמים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, על כל ישראל עמך.
So I mentioned at the start of our service this morning that Gavin would lead us in really the story, the prayers of the Jewish people, and I think everybody in attendance and everybody watching can certainly agree that you have done that with quite a bit of grace, frankly, and ease. The second challenge we put before our candidates as they become a bar bat mitzvah is that they read from the Torah. And to do this, we are going to ask that great-grandmother Denise and Aunt Maddie come forward and open the doors to our ark. We invite the congregation to rise. We're on page 244.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. אב הרחמים היטיב ברצונך את ציון, תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים. כי בך לבד בטחנו, מלך העולם נישא, אדון עולמים. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
And now we're going to form a little generational line. We're going to have Bruce, grandfather, and Brett, father, come stand next to Gavin. And here's why we do it. We read that Torah was given to Moses on Mount Sinai. And you, Gavin, stand here before a little mini Mount Sinai. And what I like to tell everybody is the best part of the story is Moses didn't like keep it and hide it and read the Torah in a cave. He shared it with Joshua, his disciple, who in turn passed it down to the prophets, to the wise people in every generation that were willing to accept it. And it makes its way now from Moses to Joshua and the prophets and the elders to your grandfather and your father and into your hands. And we don't just share it with you, we share it with all these people who have come to celebrate you today. And so it's our custom after we sing Shema to walk around our sanctuary with the Torah, and everyone is allowed to touch the Torah. We do this with a prayer shawl or with a prayer book or even just with a hand, and we usually bring that to our lips. We love to tell everyone that Gavin is a walking Torah, and you can kiss him too if you want. Okay.
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai iti, Uromama, Shemo Yakdav. Lecha Adonai Agadula, Vagivura, Vatiferet, Vanetzach V'Haor. Yehovah Shamayim Uvaretz, Yehovah Shamayim Uvaretz. Adonai Hamamlacha, V'hamid Na'aseh L'chol Rod.
As the Torah finds her seat, you all are welcome to find your seats as well. So Gavin here is going to be reading from Parashat Shmini, but I'm going to let him tell you all about that. Put your left hand here. No, it's not. I get it. Our kids make their own yads. Here you go. Right hand. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's get your spot. Okay, in order to give honor to the Torah, we'd like members of your loved family here to come forward and bless it. We are looking first for Bruce and Bridget Himmelstein, your grandparents, to come forward and bless the Torah. Okay, you guys are going to go here? Yep. One, two, three. Baruch
Adonai Havorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamavarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Okay, you're coming in here.
Vayiku v'nei Aharon, Nadav ve'avihu ish machtak tov. Vayitnu vahem ish vayashimu alecha ketoret. Vayakrivu lifnei Adonai ish zara asher lo tziva otam.
We're going to bless after. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. You can shower with them a little love
We
if you
can,
want.
right?
Yeah. For our second Aliyah, we are looking for Aunt Courtney, Aunt Danielle, and Aunt Taylor to please join us on the beam. You want this thing? You guys are going to go from over here. Come close. Come on. You want to help them out? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch hu et Adonai Havorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamavarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'tetzei eish milifnei Adonai v'tochal otam. Vayamutu lifnei Adonai vayomer Moshe el Aharon asher diber Adonai lemor bikrovai ekadesh ve'ol chanei chol ha'am ekaved, vayidom Aharon.
Good job. And we're going to bless after.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, b'chayei olam nata b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. All right. You can hug him if you want. And in the honor of our third Aliyah, we are looking again for your parents, Brett and Erica, to come join Gavin up on the bima. All right, family. Team one, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch Adonai hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai hamavarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'na'atan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayikra Moshe el Mishael, ve'el Eltafan, v'nei Uziel, doho Aharon. Vayomer alechem kirvu se'u et achechem, mi'et panei hakadesh el michutz, lamahane vayikirvu vayisaum, bechunotam. El michutz lamahane ka'asher diber Moshe.
All right, Yeshua Koach, we bless after. Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. All right, hug it out, because that was hard. Okay. Beautiful Torah, Gavin. We always believe that when the Torah is out, that God is like a little more attentive. And I say that because it's at this point in the service that we'd like to think about all those people in the world who do not have that sense of shalom, that sense of wholeness, that sense of peace, that sense of really health that has just been so prevalent in our world today. So we think specifically of a number of different people. Your family has asked us to mention the name Stephanie Cohen. Our community is thinking continuously of our sick, Steve Geringer, Savannah Morris, Jane Sherberg, Paul Richter, Crystal Miller, Janice Grossman, Charlie Baugh, Manette Chance, Mickey Collins, Judith Mandel, and Karen Eisner. If there's any other names, you're certainly welcome to mention them, as well as at home. If you want to sing along, I think we're page 253. If not, Miss Lisa leads us in our prayer for healing.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Imotenu makor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Not everybody here got to see inside the scroll, and certainly not everybody at home, and we like to give them a little look at it. So I'm going to invite everyone to rise just briefly as I lift the Torah. And if cousins, Ashley, Matthew, Lennon, and Sister Charlie could be in the on-deck circle ready to help dress it, that would be great too.
V'zod haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe.
Okay. Ashley, Charlie, Matthew, you coming over here?
Hi. I want to thank all of you for watching me this morning as I become a bar mitzvah. It means a great deal that you would take the time to celebrate with me and my family. In the portion of the Torah that I chanted for you, the high priest of Israel, Aaron's sons took their fire pan, laid incense on it, and offered an alien fire before God. God had not asked them to do this. A fire then came forth and consumed them. Aaron's sons clearly did something wrong. They should have probably been punished, but I do not think they should have been killed. Recently, I was punished. I downloaded Snapchat on my phone without asking for permission. I knew I wasn't supposed to have it, I just really wanted it, so I clearly did something wrong. My parents ultimately found out. This is somewhat like how Aaron's sons offered alien fire before God without him asking. Thankfully, my parents' wrath did not include fire. Rather, now they have me turn to my phone every night. Here, the Torah is teaching us that there are ramifications to our actions. After Aaron had realized his sons had died, he was silent. In this situation, I think I would have been silent too. In addition to his personal pain, he might have even thought that he taught them wrong. I do not think Aaron's son's choice to seek greatness for themselves was a good one. I knew someone on my basketball team that only wanted to seek greatness for himself. No one on the team appreciated that, which led to most of the team to distance ourselves from him. He, too, suffered a kind of punishment, as most of his friends did not want to talk to him anymore. One of the best parts of becoming a bar mitzvah here at Micah is that it is a very compassionate place. I feel lucky and thankful to have a community where I can learn more about Judaism. Shabbat Shalom.
Maybe a breath.
Did I go?
It's not over.
Oh.
It's almost over. The hard parts are over. Yeah, now we have to do certain things. One of the things that we do is to mark this sacred occasion is everyone who has a bar bat mitzvah, since the founding of Congregation Micah, has signed the bar bat mitzvah scroll. Some people are worried that you're adding your name to the actual Torah. It's not true. But here to the Torah of Micah. Over here. Will you grab that for me? Help me get it on there. Yeah, spin it around. It's not on.
Oh, sorry.
Next. Usually, there's a member of our board of trustees, but in limiting our numbers, they have asked me to say a few words on their behalf. Today, the Jewish world got a little stronger, which is to say, when people like you, members of Congregation Micah, stand in line in the history of the Jewish people and do what you did today, we feel proud. We feel excited. And as gifts, and there are many, we have first a gift certificate for $250 off a trip with Nifty to Israel. We have trips to New York. We have trips throughout the South. We have trips to Israel. As members of our community, we hope you will take those trips with us. Next, we have in here a certificate marking that this occasion occurred. Anyone ever doubts your Jewishness, you've got documentation. Lastly, in here there is a Kiddush cup. We give you a Kiddush cup to you because we want you to taste all of the joys of life and that they will be sweet with you. Maybe one day you will take that same cup and stand under a chuppah, a wedding canopy, and marry a soulmate. Maybe one day there'll be another Thyr in the line of Thyrs, and you will drink from that cup on many other joyous occasions. Most importantly, and before I say a few things to you, there's two people here who are in the best position to say a few words, hopefully not embarrassing ones. We are going to invite your parents back up onto the bima to share a few thoughts. No, you got to stay here. Okay. Just try and speak into the mic so they can hear you.
Gavin, first and foremost, we want to wish you the biggest mazel tov on becoming a bar mitzvah. We are so proud of you and all of the hard work and studying you've done to prepare for this day. Regardless of where your religious journey takes you and what your beliefs are in the future, you will remember this day, standing on the bima in front of your family for the rest of your life. Likewise, everyone in this room and watching from home will also remember this day because you've touched all of us and enriched our lives in so many ways. As a friend, a brother, a cousin, a nephew, a grandson, and our son. It's fitting that family is so important to you because you are so important to this family. "13 years ago, we were given such a gift. As seen on the montage, the laughs, the smiles, the memories, they're innumerable. They far outweigh any of the moments in between. You are smart, funny, kind, and pure in a way that we hope you could stay for a long time to come. You treat people with empathy, with kindness, and you approach your friendships with intense loyalty. Whether you realize it yet or not, these are amazing qualities that will take you so far in life. People will gravitate to you. They'll want to be in your orbit because you make them feel special. That's because you are special. In case you don't hear it enough, we are so proud of you, not necessarily for what you do, but for who you are and who we know you'll become. We will continue to be here every step of the way, providing love, guidance, support, and most importantly, jokes about your hair. Just kidding, it looks great today. We love you so much. Mazel tov.
Love you.
Group hug.
I think maybe sit up here. I gotta keep you up here. You gotta take those chairs too. Okay. You come over here. We're almost there, Gavin. You're gonna make it. I won't talk long, but like your parents, I'm proud of you. And like your parents, I feel better when I'm around you. And so it's always a shame for me at the end when I like the kid and they become an adult. You can't disappear on me. You got to stay a part of our community. You got to really engage to your fullest because I agree with you and your Torah interpretation. I do not think that those boys, Aaron's sons, should have been killed just because they had enthusiasm for what they were trying to do. And just because they also stood in the line of a great tradition trying to take their place in it. And so being a member of Congregation Micah is compassionate. It will not kill you. And the people here will accept you for who you are, and I hope that you'll do the same for the people here. And we love your family. So thanks for doing what you did today. Charlie, you look really lonely out there. Why don't you come visit us for a minute, too? All right. And here's what we're going to do. This will only take a minute. Mom and Dad are going to come over here. Charlie, you just get to be a movie star. You want to show me a pretty face? You can go from there. We're going to make a little canopy with that. It's always a funnier joke when it's a girl. It's not a chuppah. It's just a little canopy. You want to go stand next to your mom or your dad? It's fine. You can go under it even if you want. You see, we want three things for you. We want you to live a life of Torah, and by Torah we mean that you will embrace all of the many talents that you have and continue to learn and grow. We want you to live a life of chuppah, that one day there'll be someone standing next to you in life, a partner like your parents have found. And we want you to live a life of ma'asim tovim, of good deeds, making not just you a better person, but the world a better place. We wrap those three things in the oldest benediction in all of human existence, and it goes like this.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you safe always.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you, and when that happens, may you smile.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's countenance shine upon you and through you, and may you and your whole family and our whole broken world be granted the greatest gift. May you always have a sense of shalom, a sense of wholeness, and a sense of peace. Everybody says amen. Their arms are tired. They're going to put that down. Go ahead, back on. Perfect. And here's what we need. We need Courtney and Danielle and Dave and Taylor and Parker to come and open our doors of our ark. We're going to put our Torah away and conclude our service. You guys can stay or leave. It's totally up to you. You stand. You're going to open these doors.
Etz Chaim hi למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה חדש חדש ימינו כקדם. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה. שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
It's always here at the end of our service that we think about those people who have touched our lives and remain with us in spirit. The Thier family has asked me to mention the names of Bernard Thier, Mildred Thier, and Jean Himmelstein, Joe Himmelstein, Maurice Cohen, and Arlene Klein. We also recall the recent passings this year of our community and Rich Michelle, Henry E. Foyer, and Dr. Bob Sirkin, of Aidan Becker and Robert Golden, Des Zamek and Elaine Farinacci, Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Charlene Craley, John Griffin, and Faye Sirkin, Joyce Murray, Richard I. Bourne, Fran Schmerling, and Peggy J. West, Christopher Miller, Molly Stein, Alfred Cohen, and Joseph W. Blumenthal. On the anniversaries of their deaths, we recall Faye Alpert, Jeffrey Arrington, Sandra Barkin, Buddy Cohen, Jeanette Cushing, Dr. Joan F. Derman, Eleanor Galbraith Plank, Barbara Goldman, Jonathan Lester, Edith Harris Marcus, Arnold Parker, Sam Rabinovitz, Samuel Ray Ragusan, Hilly Ray Rogers, Preston Smith, Melvin Steinberg, Leonard Weiner, and Helen Winstock. If there's any other names you at home would like to add or hear in our community, we invite you to do so. And I invite you to rise one final time on page 294 for Kadisha Tom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malkutei, b'chayakon v'yomakon v'chayed kol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav izman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarak la'alam ulalmei almaya. V'yitbarak v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We say zikram na livracha, that their memories will continue to live on as a blessing. Okay, all we got left to do now is to make a little kiddush. I think all of these beautiful people should come be a family up on the bima and look out. And at the very end, after we make kiddush, everyone watching should continue to watch because there's an awesome montage that's going to be about 10 minutes. All right.
Sheshet yamim asaronai, asaronai, et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asor et hashabat la'dorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi, Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen.
Mazel tov, Shabbat shalom, l'chaim. Thanks for joining us.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. On the beach beside that old hotel, they're tearing it down now, but it's just as well. I haven't shown you everything a man can do, so stay with me, baby. I got plans for you. This is the time to remember, 'cause it will not last forever. These are the days to hold on to, 'cause we want all the we'll want to. This is the time, but time is gonna change. You've given me the best of you, and now I need the rest of you. Did you know that before you came into my life, some kind of miracle that I survived? Someday we will both look back and have to laugh. We lived through a lifetime and the aftermath. This is the time to remember, 'cause it will not last forever. These are the days to hold on to, 'cause we want all the we'll want to. This is the time, but time is gonna change. I know we gotta move somehow, but I don't wanna lose you now. Sometimes it's so easy to let a day slip on by without even seeing each other at all. But this is the time you'll turn back to, and so will I. so cold on winter afternoon. Ah, but holding you close is like holding the summer sun. I'm warm from the